Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Welcome back.
Welcome, 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 one and all.
Yes, please.
As we're going to explore a little more UFO activity.
I know, it's kind of all over the place.
It really is. Well, we're getting close. We're getting very, very close. And, we've all seen this in the skies. This that they told us was always just, things that happen at certain weather temperatures, airplane altitudes. And then people start to look a little closer and saying, well, hey, it's not coming from the engines. Interesting. And then closer still and saying, hey, what's that?
I know. What could that possibly be?
Yeah, curious. And, we could go back to World War II and talk all about the Foo Fighter instance. Who were they? What were they, right? I mean, Foo Fighters were huge in World War II. And, there was even headlines saying, is this strange new German technology?
I know they did their best to cover that one up.
Yeah. I mean, if you think we've been alone, your head's been in the sand.
Oh, I feel bad for you. We're not alone.
No, we've never been alone. Never. And this is really curious because what's happening is people are noticing, obviously we notice how these certain clouds, these funny clouds spread and sometimes seem to react to signals being sent as well. Well, our skies certain times of the week might look like this, and it's a shame as the sun gets blocked out. Perhaps other things are getting blocked out as well, and perhaps there's very interesting substances that are wafting down over our heads. Well, there's been some interesting cases of people, as we're going to see here. You see a UFO caught in video investigating jet, and they use the word not me. I mean, I'll even say the CON word, contrails, just to be proper, just to make sure, I'm being politically correct.
Yes.
But it's interesting. There's tons of sources that are talking about this, and this is El Cajon, California. And the thing is, this is not the only instance. We were seeing a lot of these instances where you will see right there's orbish, kind of saucer shaped, this one comes flying right by and just zooms by it. So, my question is, what's going on as we see this one? And so this is a new one. Mystery object inspects, and they said it, not me. I'll say contrails and be very, very proper again. Left by plane sending conspiracy theorists wild. And this is Cathedral City, California. And there's video here you guys could click on, and it's literally checking out what is being emitted and making these funny clouds.
It sure is. And when I looked at that, they said they're observing, they're watching, they're gathering evidence and data because the most recent treaty is to stop the chemtrails, and that's not happening. So they're gathering information.
Okay. And then when you say they, who are we talking about?
Federation.
Okay, so the Galactic Federation is watching. And this is what we've talked about before, that, the public is not aware of certain treaties, certain agreements that have been made in the past, maybe some that are, coming up for renewal, and some that might be going bye-bye, allowing, different interaction.
Right. There's a lot going on right now, and tension is super, super tight because the Federation, they want disclosure, but our world, our Earth controllers, I'll call them that, they don't.
Right. And so they're watching very, very closely. And as I look out the window now, I'm noticing very, very similar patterns in the sky. And I know our brother Netsaya in California, he's over in Lancaster area. He was saying they are plastered there today. And there's a lot of different programs that have been acknowledged, declassified even, many of them, verifying the reality of what many have suspected all along. So it's fascinating to think about this. And, when we talk about times and seasons, would it really be so hard for such advanced beings to know the time and season, so to speak, of what's happening, to know, what's going to be happening with the cosmic ray situation, with the magnetosphere situation, with a grand solar minimum? Obviously, they'd have the ability to forecast this. Maybe they had the ability to forecast this, 2,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago, 10,000 years ago. What if they've been monitoring the planet for millions of years, and they have seen this cycle come and go thousands and 10,000s of times?
As they watch us evolve, and they're under a place where they have certain knowings, which puts them at an advantage, but they want to see us grow. They want to see us at the advantage. They want to see us flourish.
Yeah, so they don't have harmful intentions. And, I'm getting suspicious that, they're going to be painted in a bad light purposefully.
Yeah, definitely. I've felt that too, because the controllers, that's the name of the game. They need to keep controls. So they're going to throw stories out there. And we have to remember everything that we read that's given to us by the media. We really have to look at that and question it.
Question everything. Yeah, as we said, Buddha said that. Buddha said, don't believe something because I tell you, or any priest tells you, or even your parents and your teachers. You got to question it, investigate it with both mind and heart, and then come to your own conclusion. Think for yourself.
That's the most important thing we can do right now, is use our critical thinking and step back and take a look at what we've been told and decide for ourselves what is true.
And again, Cindy and I have had interactions with these other beings going back to childhood, and it is the case for people that have been being monitored, which many are. There's millions of people across the planet that are being monitored, that are being watched. There's been so many abductions. There's been so many contacts. It's countless. As we were saying, the pieces of evidence are in the millions and millions.
Right, and it's been set up so that it's something that you just don't talk publicly about it, but it's happening all the time. So no one's really alone. If they feel alone, they're definitely not alone.
No, and it's becoming out. It's going to come straight out into the open, but beware of the twist. Again, who rules this world? Well, the Bible tells us it's Satan. Who's Satan? Is it an individual with horns? No, it's the adversary. It's the people that are going against humanity, the beings that are going against humanity, as it's plural. And there's also the individual Satan within us. Oh, yeah. You could view things in so many different lights. And there are so many different analogies you could pull. On the literal, point of view, yeah, sure, we've been controlled by controllers. And there are some human, and there are some that are not so human. Are they all red with a pitchfork and a pointy tail? No, not really. The reptilians don't usually look that way exactly, but there are some that actually get pretty close. There's all different sorts of beings out there. That's, going to become very, very apparent when at some point in time, it's going to look like a Star Wars cantina thing.
Well, yeah, it really, really will. I've seen that in the future, and I believe it's going to happen in our lifetimes.
I think it's relatively soon too, as Cindy, I think, is noticing orbs flying by us.
They do that.
They do that, and they do it often when we're doing videos. And in fact, I could bring out dozens of times when we've caught things in the sky over our head when we were making videos. And many of you that might be newer, maybe not haven't seen these videos. And what this is, I don't know. What do you feel this is?
It does. It feels angelic to me, but it also feels like it's on a mission.
Interesting. Some of these things that we catch are technology. And some of them are actually beings again as well. When we were in Nevada, we caught so many of them. It's mind-blowing. And this probably is some sort of drone.
Yeah, that's a dark one. I don't like the feel of that one.
Yeah, it's either military or perhaps reptilian. And then this one was actually at our brother Netzaya's over in California. And I was making a video just staring up at the sky. Don't know why. And this thing and the video, it's on our EEARTS channel. It just comes in and just whoosh right out, and probably literally got within maybe a foot of my head.
Oh, definitely. And this happened, after we had done our mantras and you had the thing to the sky. And this is just one of the orbs that came through. There was more orbs that day. So there's definitely a correlation between us when we do mantras and meditation and allowing different angelic or your guides to come in and assist you.
Yeah, and we were seeing lights in the sky in broad daylight, and it was like around 11 in the morning, I want to say 11:30 in the morning. And Natsaya saw it first, and he was just going, wow, come look at this. And then first we couldn't see it, then we focused in. They were way up there. They were probably like, I don't know, they were way up there, thousands of feet up. But they were interacting with us consciously. You could see that they were interacting and communicating to us.
Yeah, those were definitely not drones. Those things had wings. That was probably one of the most incredible things I've seen.
Yeah, it had a very, very angelic vibe to it. And then after that, we went and sat out in the yard and we're just talking about it. And then I decided to make the video. And this thing came in so fast. And there's more stills in this than I have too. And I did a video breaking this down, showing it very, slowly coming. There was another time where we were in the Nevada desert, and I just felt drawn to this one rock outcropping up on the top of a hill. And we were just standing there, and then I just felt inspired to make a video. So I just started rolling out and started talking. And we see a drone come flying in. I mean, we didn't see it until after. And then somebody said to us, if you slow down your speed to a quarter speed, you're going to see this thing comes and buzzes right by you. And it does. And then Cindy could tell it was reptilian too.
Yeah, those were not nice ones. Those were ones that are on patrol.
Yeah. So that is the reality of our times. Yeah, we are not alone in these times, nor have we ever been, guys. And it's all coming out. Mm-hmm. The great apocalypse, all will be revealed.
It's very exciting.
Thank you for your support on Ko-Fi and Patreon. Make sure to subscribe to both channels. Click the bell so you get all notifications. God bless and namaste.
Namaste.